Hey guys, it's Matt. Welcome to SpeedTutor and welcome to I would normally say the top 3 assets for February-March 2022, but this time we have got 120 unbelievable free assets, and I've actually recorded this intro after I've made the video, and it's taken me an unbelievable amount of time to feature every single one of these assets for you guys so you can check them all out in a quick video. I will put all the annotations to everything in the description, and hopefully they all fit in the description because it's going to be a fairly long one. And stick with me, there's music track, there's utilities, there's models, amazing things in here. So be sure to check out my Patreon to get access to over 120 different scripts and assets, along with these great ones for free for this month. Be sure to throw a like on this video and subscribe because it would really help me out. So number 1, we've got Vector Forest Scenery, and this is a 30 different 2D scenery items with an animated look with a primitive default look version 2. The next one is Draw Call Optimizer. So this improves your performance in one click by optimizing draw calls and reducing and support for mipmaps, standard shaders, and a load of customization. Free Pixel Art Kit is a free version of a larger collection with double outline tile set built for a 3D side-scrolling levels. MINIFANTASY Forgotten Plains is a top-down 8x8 overworld tile set, create rich and colourful levels with over 380 tiles, 26 prop sprites. The next one is Scored UI Fade System Script, and this is a fade system UI component with a sprite renderer to fade things in and out with ease. The next one is Streets of Fight, and it's an asset pack for a beat 'em up style game, similar to Streets of Rage, with parallax backgrounds, elements, props, a female character with 9 different animations. Next one is Task-like coroutines, which is an extension to add return values, chaining, and coroutines to extend the monobehavior of Unity. The next one, 8-bit fantasy and adventure music, which is a pack of 10 loopable with over 15 minutes of bit and NES style chiptune music ready for you to go. Next one is the integration for Action Character Controller Pro, and it's a package which includes an integration for an action style character in Character Controller Pro. M-Knife M9 Bayonet is a simple 3D model for both HDRP and the normal pipeline renderer with around 1,500 triangles. The next one is Synchronization. This allows you to do synchronized and asynchronized tasks in Unity. Next one is something called Scene Wizard, and it's a quick shortcut window to help you switch between scenes without having to look through the assets folder and find them yourself. Another debug logger is a simple and concise logger to replace debug.log, log.log, and any other things like that to make your life that little bit easier. Next one is tailor-made code with the core functionality. This includes a selection of scripts to handle custom script GUI layouts and reused code. Next one is the original anime character, and this is a Japanese style anime style character with around 25,000 triangles with 2K resolution. Is the Panazol Simple Game Low Poly pack, which is a pack of 45 different low poly survival crafting models with one texture, so it's an easy drag and drop system. Next one is something called Polefish, and this is a Unity package which allows you to integrate the Polefish surveys for Unity for Android and iOS apps. Next one is LOONEY Series Free Starter Pack, and this is a solution for making games with modular parts for character customization, which includes customization for characters, Mixamo, and loads of characters included. 2D Layer Organizer and Perspective Parallax Manager, which allows you to organize layers in a perfect way to organize scene elements and design 2D levels in really quick time. Next one, Aluminium Can Standard, any sort of game with PBR related textures for the universal render pipeline. INFINADECK plugin is a one-to-one true natural locomotion system for VR specific apps. Open Air Adventure Light Music Pack for orchestras and piano, and it's 19 different tracks with a sort of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and different styles. Roman Kitchen Objects Set 2, which is a selection of props from a Roman era, including tin jars, glass, silver, bronze. Old Torch is a medieval style prop of a 3D torch, which is around 1,000 triangles. Editor Themes plugin free, which is 14 themes to choose from to customize and adjust the Unity editor. Collider Adapter, and this allows you to attach 2D and 3D colliders to see whether they're in use and use a specific interface to test and modify the framework for what this uses. Game quality settings, which is a drag and drop quality selection for mobile games, and I suppose it could be used on other devices, and works with Unity 2020 with drag and drop shadows, resolution, post-processing, showing FPS and more. USB MIDI Android plugin, which is a MIDI plugin for Android which allows you to use MIDI input devices to be able to use in Unity, whether that's a keyboard or something like that. Wow, such core tools is a bunch of tools, attributes, and lots of different things to allow you to add functionality and customization for specific utilities to make development a lot easier. High quality hanger free is a HDR specific hanger with 5 different hanger parts and a concrete floor with 2000 resolution in textures. Build Debugger allows you to hunt and track down specific bugs, and it has a debug log and a text file for faster builds and be able to review what's exactly happened. HTTP networking is a way to connect to web hosting servers, authenticate players, save players' progress in an online database, create multiplayer games, and a lot of different awesome features. The next one is button set, and it's a set of buttons to have your own style with PNG and PSD styles with 30 different buttons. Endless Runner CYBERFLOW is a retro sci-fi themed endless platformer runner game with fun obstacles, smooth gameplay, and this is the demo version of the premium asset called the prefab script. The next one is the Texture Channel Packer Pro, and this is a Unity tool which allows you to pack images together in a single texture, which can allow you to improve performance and save storage space. Next one is Easy Mesh Combine Tool, which is a way to connect meshes directly inside Unity to save performance. You can generate light mapping UVs, optimize meshes, you can take backups, you can do mesh compression and reduce vertex and triangle counts. Free Stylized Skybox, 8 different stylized skyboxes up to 4K resolution. Simple Drift Tires is a set of 10 drift type tires for drift cars, 3 to 5K polygons in each. Free Fantasy Music Orchestral Ambience is a short with dark, moody, bright, uplifting, a various selection of music for fantasy themed games, RPGs, and more. Low Poly Power-Ups is a selection of power-ups for health, speed, damage, multi-attack and shield. Longsword is a PBR medieval style longsword suitable for RPGs with PBR textures up to 2K with around 3000 triangles. Police Vehicle Low Poly is a police cruiser. It's a 4-door passenger vehicle with around 3.8 thousand triangles, PBR textures, road flare, and this looks like a high quality asset with a bit of extra detail, and it's a perfect for a realistic art style too. bestofpdkmusic.com, and this is a pack which contains 12 in-game loops and 25 minutes of original music with covers from different genres for casual, puzzle, rock, cyberpunk, post-apocalyptic, Aurora FPS engine URP template, and it's a template for the Aurora FPS toolkit, and this is a ready URP style template to be able to create the shooter, using it for advanced game settings, key bindings, native support, all the source code included, and Australian Sign Pack, which is a collection of street signs for Australian environments, rural or urban, with 18 different signs, PBR up to 4K textures, and including light maps. Nixie is a library designed to create the principles of clean coding and simplify writing tests when you're developing using dependency injection, as well as more classic dependency injection techniques. Free Epic Mobile 3D Voxel Forest and ATOLLS for the winter set. That was quite a mouthful. And this is a free selection of game objects for game development, which includes buildings, cliffs, rocks, nature, grass, plants, terrains, and more. Xena's sword is from the TV series, if you're old enough, the Xena Warrior Princess, and it's a low poly model around 1500 triangles with PBR textures and looks really awesome. Props for Track Environment Low Poly Free, which is a selection of props for a low poly racing game with arches, barriers, cones, fences, signs, tyres, traffics, and lots of different meshes with textures 64 by 64. The Vintage Rifle Western model, and this is a detailed Western times vintage model from the 1800s with around 2400 triangles in a PBR setup. URP quality settings is a drag and drop quality selection for mobile games for performance across devices. Gradient picker is a convenient to create gradients by sampling the colour at your mouse position on your desktop and use that directly in the Unity editor, and that can be really cool if you've ever used a feature in Photoshop to be able to pick the colour and get exactly what you've got from the screen. Timers made easy LITE, a game timer which makes setting up sequences, upgrade times, wait times and anything that involves times really easy, and you can count up to 23 hours, minutes and seconds, easy setup and a combination of lots of different features. Next we have EDGEGAP Cloud Server, which allows you to manage multiplayer game servers and relays on the cloud with the use of container images. We've got the SCIOSONUS audio effects library, which is a collection of free sound effects ranging from everyday household objects to a little bit more obscure. CLAPCLAP Event is a persistent custom event system for Unity, which allows you to do static persistent cross-scene with parameters, easy to be able to change, call, modify and register all the events. We've got dotted arrow, and this is a UI element that points from the transform to the mouse position, doing all the necessary canvas scale and calculations. 4Player's ODIN SDK is a next generation 3D voice chat for games and apps with a crystal clear spatial audio engine with game level integration. The next is the stylized brick texture, which is a brick texture with normals, height, occlusion and metallic smoothness. SRP lens flare for URP, which is a collection of lens flares for the URP pipeline with a few video tutorials. So if you want a battlefield lens flare, 4 lens flare images with different flares and spotlight templates. 2D backpacks bundle, which is a set of 26 hand-drawn 2D illustrated robotic and stylized backpacks with all icons, really high quality. We've got data encryption system, which allows you to encrypt your game data for secure data sending and storage. The Bolt top-down controller for 3D is a Bolt visual scripting add-on with a top-down controller for mobile, visual joystick button and PC specific input. We've got the Bridges pack. This 3D prop pack has a style of realistic and toon put together in one with a really beautiful style. Advanced Dungeon Generator Free is a generator for modular systems that allow you to begin your own procedural dungeons with it create unlimited scenarios, and you can keep it remaining as natural as possible. Lo-fi chill out music for games, which is suitable for 2D and 3D with 15 individual chill out tracks. Ghostly hand shader free for VR. This only comes with the shader, not the model, and it's a drag and drop set of materials with parameters to adjust to your liking. This is the Synthesis VR DRM. This is a package and a solution for content to be distributed on the Synthesis VR content store. The Ruby Blade Low Poly is a fantasy blade with a ruby stone in the middle with about 256 triangles with 2K textures. Plastic Bins is a set of custom models, all customized, ready for being in game for the URP pipeline. 2 Sapiens John Ranger Basic Free, and this is a character with a PBR setup around 10,000 polygons with textures at 1K. Hovercraft system is an asset to complete a solution with all types of hovercrafts in your game, compatible with every shape, big amount of customizations to be able to drive, wall drive, drift, turn, jump, float and raise against other objects. The next one is the Sword / Visual Effects, and it's a package to have a slots. This is an optimized effect and it's best for a top-down 3D style. Top-down controller 3D for visual scripting, and this is a visual scripting particular controller similar to the other one that we'd seen earlier in this video for Bolt and ready to use. Wooden Fence is a set of 2 different wooden fences with a very optimized style ready for PC or mobile. Gates is another set of 2 metallic gates in a PBR style with big and small instances. This is the Gen 4 Reeds Free, and it's 12 unique reed plants with 1 material for URP, and it can be changed to work in HDRP or the standard with up to 1K textures with around 200 triangles each. The next one is the Mysterious Fog, which is a selection of seamless loops, intros and outros, perfect for any game with a mysterious kind of atmospheric style. The next one is the pinchable SCROLLRECT, which allows you to zoom in and out on a SCROLLRECT with both touch input and mouse input. The Easy Tornado is a tornado style particle effect that is specific for procedural models and textures with a specific loop sound effect. The Free Flower Pattern is 8 quality seamless flowers and grass patterns which are seamlessly tieable up to 1000 resolution. And the next is a Sci-Fi Pistol PBR, which is a high quality pistol optimized at 2000 resolution, PBR textures up to 6000 polygons. The AURORA FPS Engine mobile template, and this is another template for the AURORA FPS Engine to create first-person games, but now the mobile template with all the great source code support and everything included. Bridges in Seconds prototyping pack is, if you've ever wanted to create a bridge over water, this can help you do it with all the bridges with custom level of details and allows you to adjust according to the length, and it includes trees and grasses as well. The Metal Gothic epic song Affirmation is, as it suggests, suitable for scenes, boss fights, characters theme, or whatever you may want to use it for. The Mess Maker Free, and sometimes you can spend hours perfecting a well-designed and beautiful level, but sometimes you need something to have a solution to almost do this for you. So this is a solution which includes 41 different trash, rocks, and other things, and you can add a selection to your scene. The next one is the Low Poly Flatbed Truck, which is a set of trucks with drag and drop materials with day and night variants, with 4 different prefabs, 4 emissive materials, and 2 basic scenes. The real-time in-game log console, this allows you to show and manage the console with messages in runtime, useful for compiled or when you've got a Windows application. It's got an easy component, ready to use. Dynamic UV coordinates and colors is easy to change. You can share the same materials, improve performance and reduce draw calls, and automatically add colors you pick from with shared materials. This is too from Unity, Unity's terrain for high HDRP and URP demo scenes, and it's to showcase the improvements of Unity 2021.2 with terrain authoring, with speed tree integration, and specific things for the pipelines. The next one is the Mad Easy 3D text editor, which allows you to easily modify 3D text in the editor for any game using pre-built fonts, or create your own by dragging and dropping your 3D models into the font scriptable object. Medieval Houses with Construction Animation is a construction progress controller via a shader, and it allows you to build that asset. The next one is the Battle Knife, which is a knife with 3 different texture sets, new, used, and sand, all with 2 and 4K resolution in textures. The Free Horror Starter Pack is a set of 12 free tracks for a horror film or game for ambient, nature, and everything in between. The next one is the 2D item set hand painted, which is 18 sets of icons with 256 by 256 with lots of different icons for RPGs, MOBAs, actions games, wherever you may want to use them. The next one is the 3D Simple Building Hotel, which is a 2D toon building for a hotel with about 6K polygons, textures and materials included. The various clean and dirty signs, lots of signs for specific layouts with traffic related between 30 and 66 polygons. And the next one is the 2D skills icon set hand painted, which is another 18 set of hand drawn skill icons specifically for an RPG or an action game. The next one is the 2D ranks icon set hand painted, so another set of 21 unique icons, ranks and things for whether it's a mobile game, RPG, fantasy. The next is the fantasy exploration music, which is a free selection of fantasy exploration music, and the package contains a variety. The free 2D fantasy character Easy to Rig is a package with 5 2D characters for side-scrolling games, easy to rig and use. The sci-fi drone is a drone for a sci-fi style game, whether that's a player or an enemy character, with a sci-fi model with materials, textures, as well as a test scene. The anime girl character Akana This asset has a specific humanoid rig with Mixamo animations compatible with 17 textures around 17,000 polygons with up to 2K textures. Kart's multiplayer demo is a fusion kart sample which demonstrates the pro of creating a racing kart game with server-specific, authoritative, client-predictable models where players can create and join rooms and actually name the rooms as they want. The next one is the minimalist scalable grid prototype materials, and this material allows you to have a custom shader which, no matter what the scale of your object, you can use the local coordinates to scale the texture accordingly. This one's the sci-fi music, and it's a set of 6 sci-fi themed songs, music loops, and easy to create the loop smoothly in your game. The next is the Auto Translate for Unity localization, and it's an add-on to translate your entire game into other languages. An add-on works with a solution for a localization unit for all different types of translations. The next one is the Voices Essentials, and it's a pack of 526 sounds expressions for men and women to be able to have attacks, breaths, laughs, nods, so much stuff. And this set we've got the HDRP Oak and Pine Tree, which is a set of realistic trees with various variations with the HDR pipeline, the Save and Pause free music, which is perfect for a pause, save and loading menu with chill background music with various different loops and sounds. The next is the Just TikTok, which is a creepy cinematic hybrid style trailer track, specifically for children's games or apps. We've got the Lo-Fi World Volume 1 7 free music tracks to be used in your game for whether that be a space adventure, specific loops and tunes where you're talking to a shopkeeper, something like that. The next is this PBR Stylized Textures, which is a set of textures with 2K resolutions created in ZBrush and Substance Painter. The next one is the Free Pack Wooden Planks, a set of seamless PBR textures with 3 unique textures at 2K with a PBR style. And the next one is the NFTize your in-game items, and this allows you to create assets into specific NFTs. I'm really tired after recording all of those. I hope you like this video and you check all the annotations and things wherever I've put those in the description, because there's so many awesome assets here today, and be sure to let me know which is your favourite. So be sure to check out my Patreon to get access to over 120 different scripts and assets that you can't find anywhere else. Come and check out my great assets on the Unity store and on my website for bonus discounts that you can't get anywhere else. Come and join me on Discord, and thank you so much to all my patrons, all my subscribers, and everybody who comes to watch this video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.